Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants.
Joey Slye kicking off for Tennessee.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Slye set to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
On 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
1-yard gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
15 yards. And the Titans first down. A gain of 15. And the Titans.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And mark him down up beyond the 30. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now, first down throw for Ward. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
3rd and long, obviously, isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Let's go now.
Throwing on third down, Ward. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. play fake. Now Dart forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tracy, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a second and 6.
Second and 6.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the give, it's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. A shotgun. It's Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. It's second down. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On second down, Dart. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Giants. That is second TD catch of the season. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will up the lead to 5. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On play action, it's Ward. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Giants come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Let's go now. Go.
A run here with Tracy on second down. We'll get this to about midfield. The linebacker, Cody Parkey, in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Giants football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Here's Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokankwo. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down for Tennessee. On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
To throw on second down is Ward. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Ready? 65 catch, 65. Let's go now. Ready, up.
They snap it to Ward. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They'll go to the crowd, and here's Tracy on 1st down. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Oluwafemi Oladejo there to make the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, set. Check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll manage only a couple. Kevin Winston is there on the tackle.
Kevin Winston. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go. 7 Cardinals. 7 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 18 Pioneers.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Look out.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run once more with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah McFadden. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. Receiver in motion. Going right. 3rd and long. Here's Ward. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more. Here's Ryan Rico now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. the Titans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Ready, set. Let it go. Ready,
On first down, it's Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on.
Here's Ward. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael McFadden. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The Giants take
Look,
over
in
first
Carolina,
and
Mike,
10.
we had star linebackers. I mean, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis. The thing was, we relied on them in pass coverage every bit as much as we relied on our defensive backs. And it's clear to me this defense relies on him the exact same way. A corner or safety, I'm not sure if they could have even made a better play than he did there.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Dragon 60.
Off play action, it's Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
gain of 17 yards.
Let's go now.
And the Titans
On first down, Ward. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's in. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Titans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. To the air on 2nd down. Dark. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. And this was the old NFL record spot. That comes out low. It is blocked. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 79. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Second and 11.
Second and 11. At the 27-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Throwing, Ward. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Go. 19. Check. Contact. Check. Contact.
Back to throw is Ward. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A carry here for Tracy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A play fake. Now Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Half the 60. Half the 60. Trap 60. Get up.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down? So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Here we go. 50 Maverick. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. 30.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That one is complete to Hardman. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, Ward. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's across midfield, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
70 Timberwolves.
Now a handoff. ETN. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Okay,
3rd and 7.
Come on. Top 19. Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
To throw is Ward. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Titans will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by Kevin Winstead. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 45. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
Jalen Watson. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third.
Here's
and
3rd
7.
and 7.
60 Bison. Go, Reed. Go.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jarvis Brownlee. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
On the ready.
A gain of 15.
18, right here.
First down, Titans.
Let's go. 19, target. Viking, 18. Let's go.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. Gonna try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Michael McFadden.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Open man, that's Slayton. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
At the 60, at the 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Ready? 18, run. 8, here we go. Start.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That caught Tony Pollard.
Ward's pass. Complete to Tony Pollard. A 6-yard pickup brings up
From 29. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's Nico. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Ward. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
First and goal.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Sly now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Titans will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off the damn heads. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my hand.
Here we go. Sack. 72.
On first down, Dart. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
18 Cardinal.
In motion, Okonkwo. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Open right side is Okonkwo. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Hey, Trav.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Ready.
Ward now on third down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a first down.
Hold the set. Let's go now.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
To the air again, Ward. And he gets that to Hardman. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down for Tennessee.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Ready? Set up! Viking, go!
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Net! Warriors, craft all 80, Cup 19, Cup 19, Cowboy 80.
Here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And this one online. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Now Dart. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here comes 2nd down.
19, Pioneer. Ready? 60 Bison.
Throwing. Dart. Will get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Cougar 19.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.